So this can sound silly, but I think it's important. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm Toracha. May I know your nice to meet you too. May I know your name and where you're from?
I'm Laura and I'm from Italy.
Italy?
Yes.
Is it your first time come to Japan?
No, it's my third time.
Third time? I
Yes.
see. So how long you will be in Japan this time?
This time, nearly 2 weeks. Well, I'm attending a Japanese school here in Harajuku, so I was just going back home after school,
I
yes.
see. Can you speak Japanese?
Yes, a little bit, yes.
So in 2 weeks, what your impression after you come to Japan?
Well, I really love Tokyo. I like to visit museums. There are many amazing exhibitions here. Also the city and the view are amazing, so I like it very much.
Is it your third time you come to Japan? Is there something surprising you?
There are actually many things that surprise me. I mean, there's so much places from my country. Maybe one thing that's always surprising that Japanese are always, they are able to walk in lines and to respect the other, even on the train, it's so crowded. And I like it very much, yes. In my country, especially in Italy. This kind of joke that says that Italians can make lines. They don't know how to do that, but it's a good thing here in Japan. And also one thing that sometimes troubles me is the fact that, well, the driving direction and also the direction of the door lock are the opposite. Also when I walk, I end up walking in the opposite direction from the others, and I also come across, oh no, that's in the opposite direction. Even on the stairs, on the yes.
I see. So how about the food here?
I like Japanese food very much, yes.
What your favorite?
My favorite is not
Soba.
easy to... Well, soba, I like soba very much. Well, for sure sushi also too. Well, I like also particular food, well, I like matcha. I like
see.
matcha a lot, like pure matcha.
I see.
And mochi, also mochi, yes.
Mochi, I see. What mochi you have?
Well, I like the one with suki and matcha or simple one too.
So about the ramen, how?
Ramen, I like it a lot too, but you eat ramen seldom, not so frequently as other things. Also, and onigiri and also konbini.
Konbini. Yeah.
The konbini food is also good. I mean, in Italy we don't have fresh and ready food that you can pick and eat wherever you want. So even if you can eat it all every day, but it's interesting, yes, and it's also tasty. So it's good.
Besides Tokyo, what you have been in Japan?
Well, I've been in Kyoto, in Nara, and last week I went to Naoshima, the artistic island. I really wanted to visit it, and it was more beautiful than I imagined it. Yeah,
I haven't been there, so I don't know how to...
Well, you have to go.
I will.
Then I've been to Takayama once for a seminar.
So the most favorite cities you have been, or where is it?
Yes, I want to visit also the most not so much well-known and tourist city, but you have to have time, you have to have the occasion to travel, so sometimes it's easier to go to the biggest city, but I really want to see also the Japanese rural areas as well. Yes.
So how about your interaction with the Japanese? Maybe you can tell your experience with them.
Yes, I have some Japanese friends, but it's kind of hard sometimes because everyone is busy.
You can speak Japanese, so it's no problem about the language.
No, with friends it's fine. Even if I make some mistake, with friends we manage to understand each other.
You got impression about Japan before you come to Japan. So maybe you can tell us what you're imagining before you come to Japan and after you come to Japan, experience it by yourself. Maybe you can tell me your experience.
Well, I started studying Japanese at university.
I see.
So I studied a little bit of Japanese literature and Japanese culture there.
I see.
When you came here, it's different. I like it because Japan is, everything has its own place, its own rules, and I like it very much because I'm kind of, strict myself. But there's also a kind of, crazy side to Japan that I like. Many people come here and they imagine like Japan being like anime-like.
Okay.
and that's actually not true. But for me, that was not the case, so it was amazing. It was amazing to see all the cultural differences and also the city. I mean, in Italy we have historical city, but we don't have city like Tokyo, so big and so full of things to do. So it was, yeah, for some people Tokyo is too crowded too, but for me it's, well, I like it.
I see. You just say now it's a little bit crazy side. So maybe you can tell me what the crazy side you think.
Well, I think the Japanese sometimes they dedicated to things they like a lot, like hobbies and arts. I think this is a kind of thing that you have to have courage to do sometimes. So this kind of creativity, this kind of way of thinking is something that you can see. Yes.
You like Japan.
Yeah.
So what made you like Japan?
It was the language, because I wanted to start studying Japanese language because I like its sound. But then little by little I started learning about the culture, about the Japanese motenashi. These little things for Japan are normal, for other countries are not.
Yes.
So I like these little things all together. I like them very much.
I see. Any advice for your people before come to Japan? Maybe you can tell.
Yes. Well, I would say to the foreigners who want to visit Japan just to get to know a little bit of the Japanese culture and the manners before coming. Just the simple things like don't talk in the train, respect the lines. These little things, they can make you appear very rude sometimes to the people that live here. And sometimes tourists don't know these little rules and they have trouble themselves and they cause trouble. So if you manage to get to know these little things, also today on the internet, on Instagram, everyone told you 5 things you should do, 5 things you shouldn't do in Japan. So this can sound silly, but I think it's important, yes. Because this is not your country and you have to respect also the...
I really totally agree with you.
Yes.
What you want to taking back anything from Japan to your country? Maybe anything is culture, souvenir, shops, food.
Well, food for sure. Sometimes even in Italy, well, Italy has great food, but even in Italy I went out to a Japanese restaurant. It's hard to find real Japanese restaurant, but there are some few actually. And maybe the manners. I mean, Japanese are well mannered. So sometimes I would like maybe also Italian to be a little more kind, a little less loud. But it's also part of the Italian culture. So
if you can take in that, you want to take in back.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
to
your
you.
time. And
Nihon daisuki.
thank you so much. And 日本語頑張ってください。
今日も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございます。もし動画が気に入っていただけたらチャンネル登録といいねボタンを押してくださいね。次回もお楽しみに。さようなら。